What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the cards coming to NBA 2K23 MyTEAM tomorrow. Now, we've got 6 leaks: Jalen Williams, Joe Johnson, Johnny Davis, Latrell Sprewell, as well as Chet Holmgren and BOL BOL. So what I'm going to be doing throughout this video is talking about the pros, cons, everything there is to know about these cards. And just specifically, are these cards going to be good or not? Now, we're going to start at the top and then work our way down in kind of that orderly fashion. Now, starting with Joe Johnson, let's start with the release, okay? Do I like the release of Joe Johnson? Yes. Okay, check that off the list. I like the release of Joe Johnson. Do I like the height of Joe Johnson? 6'7". Yes. Check that off the list. Do I like the movement of Joe Johnson? Yes, 100%. Check that off the list. Joe Johnson is going to be fire in my team. And honestly, I wouldn't totally be stunned if he was, a top 5 shooting guard in my team. I wouldn't be stunned at all. That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. I think Joe Johnson, I'm not going to sit here and gas him and, say he's going to probably be better than the Vince Carter. That's my favorite shooting guard, best shooting guard in the game right now. But I do think with his height, his good release, his probably what is to be a 90 rated 3-ball, I think people are going to like what Joe Johnson is about and what he brings to the table. Now, for Jalen Williams, here's what you're looking at with Jalen Williams. Release-wise, probably not as good as Joe Johnson, but it's not a bad release. It's an easy enough for release, at least to green in my team. Not nearly as good as Joe Johnson's, though, and that must be no. Now, outside of that, is Jalen Williams dunking-wise going to be pretty good? It should be, right? He should have a good driving dunk in my team. Defensively, he's 6'6". I don't know, what type of defense 2K for sure is going to give him. But I do not think Jalen Williams is going to be horrible in my team. And I wonder if we have a Jalen Williams card right now in my team. And we do. This is the Jalen Williams we have. 6'6", 6'9" wingspan, decent driving dunk, decent 3-ball, good speed. This is the Jalen Williams that, you guys can kind of expect to see. Now, between the two, definitely expect to be Joe Johnson to be one of the best. But for budget ballers, Jalen Williams could be a really solid option in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. I apologize if I ever say NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. It's just kind of a habit, but NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, for Latrell Sprewell, we don't have a card yet this year, I don't think. Now, to go back to last year, this is the Latrell Sprewell that is probably going to closest resemble the Latrell Sprewell that we could possibly see this year. Release-wise, for Latrell, I don't know about it. It's not bad. It's not great. That's kind of my thoughts on Latrell's base. I don't know what the closest resemblance is of it when I'm shooting with it right now. It's just, I would say, an average jump shot. I mean, that's all I can say about Latrell's jump shot. It's not horrible. It's just not pure. It's not that easy to green, in my opinion. I would say a below average jump shot. But what we know about Latrell Sprewell is that athletically, he is going to be super gifted. He's going to be good attacking the rim. Defensively, will be solid. People are going to hype up Latrell Sprewell. I personally don't think he's going to be any better than a guy like Jason Richardson. I still firmly believe that a guy like Jason Richardson is going to be better than Latrell. Now, that's not me saying Latrell Sprewell is horrible and that can't be played. I'm just saying, compared to Joe Johnson, compared to a guy even like Jason Richardson, I don't think Latrell Sprewell is going to be that next level good. Now, for a guy like Johnny Davis, okay? First thing is, forget the Johnny Davis of last year. That's not the Johnny Davis we're getting, okay? We're getting Johnny Davis, whose release is, not great. I mean, I don't know what the closest thing to Johnny Davis's release is. I don't want to compare it to Keegan Murray's because it's not. But it's slow and easy to green. So that's kind of the best thing I've got for Johnny Davis. Obviously, for Johnny Davis, he's 6'5". I feel like his player model is decently small. And let's just check him out in my team because we should have a Johnny Davis card. Here we go. Okay. 6'5", Johnny Davis base on slow. See, that's the problem. If he gets his release on normal timing, maybe it'll be a little bit quicker. But I feel like a lot of these guys are getting this slow release timing. And it's just not great in my team. So that's one thing I hope to see change for Johnny Davis. Otherwise, I don't think he's going to be very good in my team. And I honestly think Jalen Williams is going to be quite a bit better. The last and probably the most prominent, the most exciting duo we got here is BOL BOL and Chet Holmgren. For BOL BOL, okay, here's what you're looking at. Okay, do we even have a BOL BOL in my team? Yeah, we do. Okay, I didn't know for sure. Yeah, we do. I haven't played with this BOL BOL, but when he's on the court, you notice him. Okay, he's 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan. Now, he can only play that center position, which I hate to break it to you guys, it's probably a good thing. Like, if he could play power forward, people would be cheesing already in my team. Now, here's the problem with BOL BOL, okay? And I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm just saying that this is the problem with BOL BOL, is he's going to be extremely raw in my team. That's the best thing I can say about him. He's going to be so raw. I feel like they're going to make him not very fast. They're going to make him defensively absolutely horrible. Obviously, he's going to be better than this card right here. I don't think anybody is doubting that. But it's just, how good can they even make BOL BOL? That's the question I have, right? Obviously, shooting-wise, they can boost that a little bit. They can make his standing dunk fine. They can do some things. I mean, he's going to be an amethyst. He's not going to be just absolutely horrible in my team. But the question that I have that comes to my mind is, okay, right, I get it. If we want to talk about BOL BOL being 7'2" at the center position, an absolute cheese ball, he's going to be able to shoot the ball. Okay, I'm fine with all that. But what comes with that is a defensive liability. He's going to have the best player model in my team probably. Although he's going to be skinny, he's going to be so long, he's going to be able to play lanes. The problem is he's not going to have a lick of defense. Literally, there's going to be no defense from BOL BOL, not one bit. And so that's kind of the problem I do see with him. As far as BOL BOL's release, it's chick. It's the Kristaps Porzingis release that I absolutely am a massive fan of. Now, it's just really going to depend how good they make BOL BOL. If they make BOL BOL's stats, if they give him like an 83 ball, a 70 speed, and even like a 75 interior, 80 interior with decent rebounding, he might be a top center in the game. I'm just throwing that out there. He could possibly be, just strictly because of his player model. Last but certainly not least, okay, we're going to talk about Chet Holmgren. Now, I know a lot of people are going to hype up this card, and I'm going to just talk about it for a little bit. Chet Holmgren here could be really fire in my team. Now, one thing to note is he is 7 feet tall, 195 pounds, and his gold card has a 40 strength. If you think a card like that can play at the center position, you're wrong. Now, at that power forward position, could he possibly find a way to play? Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna deny that. Chet Holmgren, if in the right position, could find a way to play at that power forward position. I'm not disagreeing with that. Now, with that being said, a lot's gonna have to go his way. Chet Holmgren's gonna need an 80+ 3 rating, which I think 2K will give him. He's gonna need a speed above a 70. He's gonna need his defense much improved. And he's gonna have to actually make steps, and not only you know, obviously his hot spots, but just as far as a pure basketball standpoint, like 70 defensive, offensive rebounding, that's not getting it done. When we got guys like KG, that's not. I hate to break it to you because I like Chet Holmgren. I think he could be good. I'm just saying 2K is going to have to make him good. It's important to note you're not going to be able to add badges to Chet Holmgren, so how he comes is how he's going to stay. And that could hurt him as well. What if he doesn't get brick wall? What if he doesn't get rebound chaser? Those are some things to think about since he is that Evo card. Now, one thing he's got going for him over a guy like BOL BOL is that he does have that power forward eligibility. So, do I think Chet Holmgren is going to play for the best squad in the game? It's the first question. No. Okay, I don't. I don't hate his release. Do I love his release? No. Do I hate his player model? Yes. I think his player model is horrible in my team. And I mean, for budget ballers, he's going to be good. For guys that are trying to, you know, build the best squad in the game, I just don't think Chet Holmgren plays. So, how I'm going to rank these cards heading into tomorrow. Joe Johnson, our best overall card. I'm going to go Chet 2, BOL BOL 3. Then I got to go Latrell Sprewell 4, Jalen Williams 5 with Johnny Davis 6. That's how I think these cards are going to be and how I think they're going to play. But let me know your thoughts on these new cards down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. As always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.